Alright. So... Right. Okay. I did put some things in my box, so the inventory's a little cleaner now. I'm a little less weight over here. Still got a lot of stuff on me, but less. And I can eat all this stuff. Just eating some antlers and some claws, it's fine. Don't even worry about it. Summon ancestor. Nice.
Idiots.
Hungry? I've got just what a weary traveler needs.
The lost heir to the throne, son of Lorius, has.
There's a lot happening in this town square.
By his treacherous son, returned to his position as Grand Master of the Holy Order.
Okay, well, let's just talk to him. Let's get this main quest going.
Look who's arrived.
Hey, Nian and Nuri, how are you? I'm alright. My dad's surgery went well. He's back home. So, luckily it was not as bad as they had expected. So, I think he's doing well. I haven't heard from my parents today. But I assume everything's well, otherwise I would have heard about it. Speaking of, I need to silence my phone. Glad to hear it, thanks. Appreciate that. I don't even I'm not used to big cities. I didn't even hear what he said.
They're quite fascinating, these places, aren't they? You can climb high, and you can fall just as deep. And every place vibrates with life.
You have to like it. You have to like it.
Well, I do. Here, put this on. And before you ask, yes, it's necessary. Just trust me.
Hey! You're an adventurer, aren't you? Have you been to... Oh, how do they say it? Melee? My dad told me that's where the petrified live.
I don't care. Didn't your parents ever say, don't talk to strangers? Nithriel Birdsong. The poet plays an arc. Alright, come on, let's go. I'm coming. Also, why am I missing health? Did I get unequipped of something that... Well, no, that wouldn't make sense, because if I got unequipped with something... Maybe the clothing that he gave me gives me health? No. I am confused, but whatever. I'll just eat some food, it's fine. Or something terrible happens to me. I need to sell those. Cabbage soup, sure.
So, about this fever. Usually those gifted with magic have to report their talent to the Order, and then pass a ritual that teaches them how to deal with their magic. The journey to the water is what they call it. Once they've
we heard about that earlier.
The fever reduces to an endurable level, and new arcanists have their names registered in some kind of holy book. But there are other ways to get rid of the fever, and I hope my employer can tell you about them.
Yeah, so, cabbage soup, yeah. So, we already heard that it's very much a military state run by the church, right? Very medieval Europe, to be honest. Okay, we are going in here, right?
Okay.
And now we learn that any magic user has to report their magical talent, and then their name is recorded in a book. So, they're just keeping tabs on all of the magic men around, which, you know, everything combined makes me very uneasy about what's going on in Enderal. But I think it's supposed to, right? So, long story short, they're doing a good job.
Hold it, my sir. No civilians beyond this point without explicit permission. Who are you, and what leads
I like
you
her
to
armor.
this holy place?
Business. I'm Jaspar Delveric, and I work
Except for
the
the boob
Naramese
plate.
mages.
Ah, right. The mercenary. And who's your companion?
Marijo de Luna from Ostian, esteemed holder of de Luna's Empire of Tender
Marijo
Fragrance,
de
the most
Luna
prestigious
from
perfumery in all
Ostian.
of Vin. Archmagister Marigil sent for him. Didn't he tell you?
The Archmagister. Well, that does sound like him. Fair enough, you may pass. But show this place the respect it deserves, mercenary. You too, Meister de Luna.
You have my word, fair lady. Thank you.
Bow. Alright. Just checking out the armor, that's all. I mean, I guess the guys also have boob plate, so
Outlander. You don't belong here.
more of a like fantasy Greek style breastplate, I guess.
Well, that went better than expected.
Yeah, it did. Won't they find out eventually?
Nah, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Nobody will suspect someone who's already in the temple. Anyway, I think it's about time I tell you a little bit more about this employer of mine. His name is Constantine Firespark, and he's one of Narathzor Orenthiel's former followers, which the new
Narathzor
Grand
Orenthiel.
Master Tealor Orenthiel brought here by ship about 2 years ago. That means he's one of the former arch-enemies of the Order.
Narathzor Orenthiel is a very good name that I might steal for my D&D campaign.
Firespark's pretty much the eldest of Narathzor's mages, and quite well versed in magic, at least from what I've heard. Plus, he's a very gentle and likable fellow, which is why even the Keepers like having him around. Let's hope he can tell us a thing or two about these visions.
He's got the red madness and he's going to die.
Come, follow me.
Yeah, the armors are pretty Roman looking, aren't they? Constantine Firespark. He's probably not important. Nah, doubt it. That sounds like a randomly generated NPC name to me.
All right, here we are.
Nice. Chanting table?
No. That's not how you do it.
Blasted, I'm just being careful. We have
Blasted.
We do. Give me that thing, now.
I need an adult?
Ouch.
Yep, I need an adult.
Blasted, blistering blazes. That's what you get for working with fumblers. I told you.
Meister
should be
Firespark.
careful. What? Now who the heck are you? Can't an old man have a moment to himself?
You hired me. The Magister, don't you remember?
Oh, right. Joseph the Scrounger. So,
Joseph.
why are you here? Had any luck?
Jaspar. And yeah, we did find something.
Suggest you first of all tell me when I allowed you to drag your drinking mates up here. Do you need me to explain the meaning of the words highly and confidential to you?
Seems like a nice
There's
guy.
a lot you can explain to me, but let's save that for later. This particular fellow over here needs your help, to be frank. Arcane fever.
Is that so? And what exactly has that got to do with me? Let the Keepers and their holy rituals take care of it. What is it with the costume, anyway?
This man's magic is different, Meister. Just feel his aura and you'll see it. Plus, he's from Nara, just as you are.
Well, all right then, for nostalgia's sake.
For
I really hope you're
nostalgia's
not
sake.
wasting my time, though. Working with these religious buffoons is bound to make any rational thinking
Meridius
person
Beacon?
go bonkers. Anyway, that chair over there. Take a seat, and I'll have a look at that fever of yours.
Alright. He's about to be blown up
Right,
again.
This will tickle a little. You're right. This aura does feel different. Complex somehow and powerful. And
Double
you really
vision?
want to tell me you've only recently
My double
discovered
vision
that
does get the
talent
best of
yours?
me.
With that aura, I'm surprised that you haven't turned into an Obaya by now.
A what?
Fine. Well, that is, we will help you. But first, tell me everything. How you got that magic, and how you met that scrounger.
No choice. Have to tell. Also, I move seats.
Regarding this vision thing, I think that your mind
Like double
simply
vision.
played a trick on you there. Not that it's much of a surprise, considering what you've been through. Actually, you were quite lucky that the sudden outburst of your glance didn't blow your head right off.
Sudden outburst of my glance. What's a glance? In this chapel of the water, every time I touch one of these stones, it's if I feel, I don't know, something comes back to me. Sudden outburst of my glance. What's a glance?
By all that's holy, I won't start playing your tutor now. If you don't know about the basic functioning of magic, then read something from Balador Goldenstein.
The glance on the sea of eventualities. Alongside, but apart from the reality we're in right now, exist countless other realities, in which some events have different outcomes, so to speak. A version of this very same room, for example, with the very same people in it, only that Meister Firespark's beard is on fire. And what defines an Arcanist, someone capable of magic, is that he or she can see those other realities and let parts of them come true.
Well, look at that, Jasper. You surprised me.
He's secretly a magic man, isn't he?
How powerful an Arcanist is depends on 3 factors. How far away are the eventualities that he can see, how well he can bring parts of them into our reality, and finally, how well his mind can handle seeing other realities simultaneously with ours.
Simultaneously.
Lighting a candle is easier than calling a meteor from the sky, to speak plain Inal. But, as I said, read Goldenstein if you're interested in the topic. I'm not going to waste any time with lectures.
And this chapel of the water, every time I touch one of those stones, I feel as if, I don't know, as if something comes back to me.
Well, that's probably a sign that you should go easier on the booze. Skill, whether of physical or magical nature, isn't gained through touching some stones, but through hard work and discipline.
I do not like the echo effect.
Screwball Enderalian talk of paths and predeterminations tries to tell us otherwise.
Again, I did not just imagine these visions. They felt different somehow, real.
Well, if that's what you want to believe, go for it. I, in any case, have never come across such a phenomenon in over 50 years of studying magic. And now we should...
It all begins with the dreams.
What the blasted blistering blazes? Does this room look like the bosom of a whore to you? Or what makes you think you can go around touching anything you get your fingers on? These documents are confidential, for heck's sake. I knew it was a mistake to hire a thug like you. Lashery always had a weakness for...
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember you telling me something about dreams that led you and Tealor Renthiel here, didn't you, Meister? And you told me that in this vision of yours, the Veiled Woman said this. It all begins with the dreams.
What? Is that true?
It is, actually.
Oh. Then this near-death experience you had before you woke up on the shore. Tell me again, what exactly did you see in it? A room?
A glistening white light and charred bodies, but their flesh was unnatural, gray, and I heard all these voices.
Well, this is strange indeed. Anyway, for now all that matters is that we get that magic of yours under control. Whatever you clairvoyanced back there is of no use to us if you're dead as a doornail in a couple of months.
And how do we do that? Get my magic under control.
Well, that's usually a plodding process. The fever you feel is a result of your mind not being able to handle all of these possibilities, so to speak. The ritual
Need higher
that
level in
practice
elementalism.
to get the
Got it.
glass under control is called the Journey to the Water. Put frankly, it means 1 year of hour-long meditation, bland food, and abstinence from anything that makes life worth living. In due time, the Arcanist then learns to filter these other realities from ours, and the fever gets less and less. Anyhow, luckily enough, we Neremes know of a way to quicken that process.
How
A
convenient.
shortcut, if you will. I'm not capable of performing it, but another one of us is. Her name is Lashery, and you should seek her out as soon as possible.
Okay. A shortcut. Isn't there a reason that this journey to the water is as lengthy as it
There
is?
indeed, and this reason is called ignorance. The Order's rituals haven't changed since the Lightborn slipped out of their cradles, and the Keepers do their best to keep anything progressive out of their country. But please, if you're up for a year of austerity and stern-faced magisters scolding you, go for it. I really don't care.
Alright then, I'll do this ritual of yours. Where can I find this Lashery?
She's currently in a ruin called Old Rationgrad, not far from Ark.
Old
Just tell her
Rationgrad. What
that
about
I
New
sent you.
Rationgrad?
Give me that map of yours. Okay, now you'd have to be a total idiot to miss it. I recommend
Time to miss
leaving
it.
for the ruin straight away. And you, Joseph, you're going to come with me and show me what your trip to the Sun Coast brought forth. Hopefully, more than a bottle of honey wine and a hangover.
Quite a character, isn't he? But I like him somehow.
Somehow.
Here, I owe you this for your help back in Riverville.
Thank you.
And in case you're in the mood for a mug of ale and a good chat, just drop by the Dancing Nomad in the Stranger's Quarter. I'll get myself a room there for the time being. With all that said, good luck mastering your magic, my friend. I'll see you around.
Okay, bye. During the main story of Enderal, you have the opportunity to deepen your bond to several persons. Caution! These missions aren't available forever. If the main story progresses too far, the storylines of some persons stay hidden. Teleport to the Sun Temple, got 100 pennies, teleport to Ark. Cool. Read empty parchment. But it's empty parchment. It sure is. Every day like the last, part 1. Steel dagger.
Sorry. I know.
Potion of enchantment. Arcane enchanter. Yeah, so stop it. What is this? Killed by the spoon? Scrap metal of an ancient nation. We could use that and melt it down. If we wanted to steal things, that is. Looks like I missed my opportunity, though. Just gonna take a peek in here. Not casing the joint, definitely not doing that. Alright. Nice globe. Custom texture. Of all the places in the house to be, the cat has to sit on my foot. Oh, she's rubbing her face on my slipper. That's what's going on. She's been doing that lately. I don't know why.
Yes.
Oh, I see. Okay, what's our current quest? Taming the Waves. Constantine said that a young mage called Lashery can heal my arcane fever with a special ritual. By doing so, help me to learn to control my magic without years of meditation. She currently leads an excavation site in the northern heartlands called Old Rationgrad. Optional, use the signpost to the Sun Temple. Optional, use the myriad to travel to the northern heartland. Meet Lashery in Old Rationgrad. Search for Jesper. So they did give me a warning that this quest will go away, so maybe we should do this? Delivered me safe from the sound near me's mage crucifier. Yeah, I got opportunity to get him know him better. Maybe we should do that. I don't know. That might come in handy for the main quest, right? Maybe it's like a Neverwinter Nights situation where you need a certain reputation with some of the main players, and then that will change parts of the main story.
This is holy ground, Outlander. You do not belong here.
I should have used the signpost. Although I can't talk to you right now, can I? What are your thoughts on current events?
What? You mean the living dead, the Watirs everywhere, the frenzied civilians? I'd say this country's seen better times. But at least something happens. It makes this place less boring. Keep your chin up.
Yeah, I'll do that. Is it? Want me to go there? Stranger's Quarter is where we need to go, but we walked past the signpost, so we'll have to find another one. There should be one in like every quarter, right?
West.
Like a wood post right there. Duck.
Thousand raindrops, red and small.
Okay, here we are. Sun Temples, South Quarter, Undercity, Marketplace, Harbor. That's not the place that I want to go. Waka Waka?
She smiles into the desert moon and
Marketplace. We could look for some things to buy as well. So what do we got? We have, oh yeah, we still have these clothes on. Right, we want to fix that situation. Fine armbands, fine hat. Maybe we should hold on to that stuff since the game forced me to take it. Maybe that'll be important later.
May your path always be easy.
if it's clam and fish, you
Gallant boots.
Apples, dates, bananas, the freshest fruits right from the farmer's coast and Doomville.
Not as if I didn't tell them that already.
Foreign? No, not Foreign Quarter. It's the Stranger's Quarter is what he said. I guess I'll just keep following this arrow.
Hey, wait a moment. You're the Naramis, aren't you?
Oh, okay. So the Foreign Quarter is the Stranger's Quarter. So, I don't know, is that like slang that he used, or is that like a mistake on the voice acting?
We always go too weird.
Whatever, we know now. He's not here yet.
Wait a moment. You're an outlander, aren't you?
Take care.
No. I saw his dialogue come up. Where is he?
Malfas's blessings.
In a bed, sorry. Wait a moment. You're an outlander, aren't you?
Oh. That's,
As I said, the
my
offer
mistake.
stands. As I said, the offer stands. Just think about it, okay?
Expert.
As I said, the offer stands.
Random room that I can't sleep in.
Take care.
I will take care. Okay, where is he? Woman. Oh, there he is. Nothing.
Hey, you came.
Hi.
Come on, take a seat.
All right.
Anyone? So, tell me, how are you holding up? It must have been quite the whirlwind. Yesterday, a refugee from another country, and now a prodigy with a magic great enough to impress old Bushybeard.
Old Bushybeard. Why didn't we start calling him that in the first place? I'm fine, thanks for asking.
That's good to hear. I'm quite curious to see how things keep on with you. You're different. I noticed that the time we met. Anyhow, tell me, what do you make of this country now that you've had some time to look around? I figure it must be quite the change from Nerim.
I'll just promote the recent events. Well, you're right about that. Shoot.
Yeah, I can picture that. You know, this is exactly the reason why I love inns so much. The sky can rain fire out there. In here, you'll always meet laughter and good humor. Not to mention all the good-looking men and women.
Rich set table indeed. Some of the ladies are not to be scoffed at indeed. Some of the men are not to be scoffed at indeed. You don't feel much of all this red madness thing out there, that's for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't. Though I think I've seen enough of this place by now. Of Enderal, I mean. There's a ship sailing for Calais next morning, and as it seems, it will be the last one for quite some time to come. Who knows? Maybe they still have a cabin to spare for a handsome treasure hunter.
What, you want to leave in spite of all this happening?
Oh well. This entire thing was more a coincidence than planned anyhow. The Order needed someone with skill and discretion. I was around. End of story. I never intended to stick around for much longer.
I see.
Heck, me as an ambassador of the Holy Order, could you imagine that?
I'm not sure, because I don't know anything about them.
Fair maiden. Drop your garment so we may both bathe in Malphas's holy light. Actually not that bad, don't you think?
Aren't you a little too relaxed considering your world is falling to pieces? Very, I'll just say very convincing.
Oh, you're too kind.
Yeah.
But, you know, at the end of the day, I guess I'd probably lack both the pathos and the idealism for such a profession. You know, I'm aware of how these esteemed keepers up there talk about sellswords like me. I could save 30 virgins from a Myrid on Rampage. At the end of the day,
just a weird take. I like hotels. Doesn't matter if the world is ending.
Because I wanted to bed the women or whatever. I'm driven by
yeah, things are pretty terrible, but at least I got booze here. It's like
they are good guys because they do things for the right reasons. If only they'd understand that it's results that matter, not intentions. What does the wise hermit say? Nothing is of less importance to the saved than the reason for their rescue. The only difference between a mercenary
is the wise
like
hermit Confucius?
Warden
Is that what they're getting
I'm
at?
least aware of the fact that I do what I do for myself, and no one else.
What exactly are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say that all those heroes and self-declared messiahs are no better than everyone else. In the end, we are all selfish, because we always act in accordance to what we think we have to be like. So yes, maybe the keeper saves the farmer from the bandits. But at the end of the day, he does it because he sees himself in a certain light. You know, the funny thing is that a lot of times, it's especially those who think of themselves driven by a higher purpose who are the really dangerous ones. They don't understand what drives them, and that makes them easy to manipulate. The only thing left to do for the capable hate-monger or tyrant is to somehow combine his own ambitions with the mental image of this person. And presto, you've got your perfect puppet, only waiting to dive into the next hail of arrows for their honor, their religion, or whatever they thought of this time. It's just so idiotic, you know? The world would be a much better place if everyone could just acknowledge that the only reason we're here is that we want to be happy.
Okay. Yeah, but then the church won't be able to control people as well. Actually, you know, I lived through a pandemic and there's definitely a lot of, well, at least there's booze. You know, maybe not so far from the truth after all. He is a sellsword after all. I mean, he's kind of filling an archetype right now, so, you know, he's got to have those views. There's something that I admit I couldn't agree more. I don't know, it's me seeing the world some signs of empty. I couldn't agree more.
You do?
He appreciates
that.
that.
Get an indignant cry and a splash of wine thrown in my face.
Nah.
That's how most people react.
I was almost killed on a ship. I'm just happy to be here.
I think I'll take my leave now.
He's very Captain Sparrow about this. You can trust a dishonest man to be dishonest.
But the ship to Calais leaves before the first cock's crow tomorrow, and I want some more time.
The first cock's crow. Yeah, I mean, he's a little too much of a stereotype for me, but it's fine. You know, he's got to be that character. Maybe we'll learn more later. Maybe if you delve deeper into his story, he becomes a little less of a cardboard cutout of a, you know, sellsword. For what it's worth, I wouldn't mind if you stayed. The city needs more good-looking mercenaries. We gonna bang?
Well, it most recently gained a good-looking.
You liked me then.
Man. Maybe that'll make up for when I leave.
I think we're gonna bang.
Keep your chin up.
500 XP. You've reached level 9. 5 learning points, 4 crafting points, and 1 memory point. Just playing into his ego. Well, yeah. That's the way you deal with this cardboard cutout. We'll see about the next cardboard cutout. I shouldn't say that's kind of rude. I'm enjoying the game a lot. Yeah, just more magic. When in doubt, more magic.
Mead, stew, roast pork.
Just a minute while I go into my own brain. I wonder what my body's doing while I'm in here. It's like seizing in place or something. Elemental focus. You can now be placed further away, and the duration of all your elemental spells is permanently increased. We should go look for spells in the noble quarter, actually. So we did hear that might be a place that we can find that stuff. Concentration. What does this do? Psionics and entropy spells consume 20% less health. Psionic spells stay another 30% longer. Entropy consume 20% less health. Yeah, we got that. Magical repulsion. Effective armor spells. We could pick up dual cast. Elemental frenzy. That would be a good opener if they haven't noticed us yet. Fire and ice. That's cool, but we're gonna stick with lightning. Reduces the mana cost of elemental spells. We should get this. Yeah, let's get that. Okay. And then this way has stuff for being like a summoner, right? Allows you to cast a more powerful version of Psionic or Entropy spell if you equip both hands. Mystical Binding, summoned weapons do more damage. Psionic spells and talents can now be cast on 25% stronger enemies. Devour Soul. Reduces the mana cost of Psionic Entropy spells. Psionic Veil. Making you invincible. Invincible or invisible? Invisible. Increase the lifespan of summoned creatures. All offensive spells are 30% more effective against undead. Reanimated undead live 50% longer. Entropy spells consume 10% less mana. Abyss. Psionic spells are 25% stronger. And also the effect of undead, elemental, and mechanical creatures enemies with weakened psychosis. Now slower. Quiet casting. All spells you cast are silent to others. Makes an enemy into your slave for a short period of time, which fights for you and deals many times more damage. If the slave dies while this talent is in effect, it explodes in a devastating detonation. Okay, so that doesn't have like a lot of stuff for summons. Light magic, talents, powers. Like entropy. Okay, yeah, that is the entropy. Our summons cost 65. Summons an ancestral spirit, Chaos Nova. Okay, so far we haven't found a entropy spell that uses our health. That one is affected by our lost health, but it doesn't consume health when you cast it.
Wait a moment.
Nope. Yeah, and we have a ton of points. We have so many learning points. Crafting points. We could get some more rhetoric books, which maybe we should do. That'll bring us up to 25. One quarter discovered.
Oh, lovely adherers of the crunchy pleasures.
Noble's Quarter. That's weird that we just discovered this because we walked through here.
Do you have a moment?
You're a merchant. I'm looking to trade.
Oh, yes, sure. What do you need?
Interesting that I can't sell him everything. Because, like, I have a couple of rings on me. Light Herald, teleport to Sun Temple. Yeah. We're gonna use that. We need to sell that. Those are fine. Okay, rhetoric. Oh, he's got some rank 2 stuff. Blazing Spark. Chain Lightning, rank 1 though. So that does 40 points of shock damage. We could pick that up. I prefer to have Chain Lightning, but it's not that expensive. We'll grab it. He's got Salt. If we wanted to buy it, I think we're good though. And Elementalism, Adept. Maybe we should just buy these. We'll get the rhetoric books first. How about? Because that will lower the cost of other stuff. Let's buy all 4 of them. For as many points as we have. Use that. Use all of those. Use that book. Yep, our rhetoric is now 25. Let's slap Ancestors on our favorites bar. And we'll replace Blazing Sparks rank 1 with rank 2. The cost isn't even that much more. It's only 14 as compared to 8. Barely more than our Chain Lightning, actually. Okay, so that could be definitely worth it. We could find a higher level grounding. That would be nice too.
What? Oh, yes, sure. What do you need?
Okay, so our books were 170 and now they are 167. Okay, so the points aren't doing too much to lower the cost. It is lowering them, but it's not by terribly much. We have 1,200 pennies. Let's just buy all 3 of them. This is going to be our main skill that we're using, and then we'll fill in with entropy later. Elementalism by 34, which is actually 36. Yep. And what does this do? Lowers the cost. Just lowers the mana cost. Okay, I did lower the cost by 1 for our Blazing Spark rank 2, so that's nice. And then, okay, what's our money at? We have 703. Let's go to the Noble Quarter and look for a spell. Oh, okay. You get the choice of all of them, not just the ones on the post. Good to know. What a conversation to walk into. Not alchemy, miraculous mixtures.
Who are you?
Don't worry about it. Emberlord and Fire Flash. That's got to have some spells, right? That sounds kind of magic-y.
Oh my, now who is this? To see you here fills me with bliss, 'cause I can tell just from your eyes you search for magical disguise. Well, you can buy such from the stash of Emberlord and Fire Flash.
I want to leave already.
I've seen this face, so yes, hooray! What can I do for you today?
Yeah, sure. Show me what you're selling.
Wares it is you want to see. I promise you, they'll bring you glee.
What is that promise backed up with? Ambrosius. Scrolls, crafting books. Got a lot of salt. Chain lightning, just rank 1. Grounding rank 2. Okay, we'll take that. Mark a location of your choice, which you can return to per teleport. Nice. Mark and return. Yeah, we should pick those up. Return to your marked location. That's really good. Soul Trap. Spell Ward, Telekinesis. Turn Undead. Water Breathing. Alright, well. Anything... Fireball. Fireball that does... Yeah. Targets. Alright, well, let's get the grounding rank 2. And we're gonna get Mark in return. And now we have no money. Yeah, its base damage increased to 16. If that's its base damage and not the damage that is... Well, it probably is actually, because this is only 6. And that's 7. Unless it just naturally has higher damage. I've definitely seen a lot of places without seeing him. Is she a Wonderland character? Actually, no, reminds me of a shopkeeper from King's Quest 7 who would only trade but only offer rhyming items. I haven't really played King's Quest games, although I have seen some of them be played. Let's have this Blazing Sparks set up, because 40 damage is a lot. Yeah, that's gotta be altered, because the Firebolt rank 1 is 13, and the rank 1 Blazing Spark is 22, so that's gotta be affected by our stuff already. Yeah, we got that Arctic Wind too. So if we're gonna Arctic Wind people, we should try to see if grounding will affect them the same way that the regular charged up spells did. Anyway, so Mark, did I favorite those? The Mark and Recall? I didn't. Or Return, rather. It's Recall. Alright, Taming the Waves. Ascertain what depresses Magister Rhaegon. Nah.
Raindrops, red and small. Lo, from the velvet sky they fall.
Okay, where am I going for this? I'm going out. Use the signpost in the Sun Temple. Use the Myrad to travel to the northern... The Myrad, huh? Myrad Tower. Main Gate Heartland. That's where I'm going, right? Yeah. Myrad Tower Arc. Oh, it put me over here, though. Weird. My red tower.
Monsieur?
Why am I getting XP when I travel? Weird. Oh, it's because I'm discovering new places.
Huh? Can I help you?
I do have some things to sell.
Yeah? What? No, I just put them out for you to look at. Tell me what you need, and be quick about it.
I can put some of these scrolls in my box to have a lantern. Literally have a lantern. I didn't even sell it for anything.
Fruits, vegetables, bread fresh from the oven. Treat
No better shops? Oh, here we are. No, that's a bank. What about this? Meat market. I have a magical ring that I need to sell. This ring of stamina.
Also that of the Lightborn soul.
But I don't see anybody that's gonna buy that. Maybe over here. This looks colorful. Leather goods. Tailoring. That's gotta be. It's gotta work.
All for the well-dressed Monsieur.
Hi.
What blessed
What
all
do you have in
your
stock?
heart could ever desire. Take a look.
There you go.
May his light guide you. Come back if you find the time.
Chest is over here. Yes. Alright, we're good.
Huh?
I could put more of my torches away, I guess, but if anything, we can just throw them on the ground. Because we have Mage Light now. Use the Myrad to travel to the northern heartland.
Just sit on their asses and hope things settle themselves.
Okay, where's the...
Huh? Can I help you?
Signpost? Here it is. Okay, Myrad Tower. So there's like a Silt Strider thing here, right? That I can fast travel with. Probably that. What are my points like? Okay. Oops, fat fingered that. Just kidding.
Yes?
Well, this is a cool beastie.
Where are you headed?
Tell me something about these creatures.
About myrids. What is there to tell? They're beautiful animals, majestic and wild, and dangerous if you're unlucky enough to run into an untamed one. In the time before the Blood Moon Revolt, a long time ago,
The Blood Moon
myrids
Revolt?
like this one here was a really rare sight. Nowadays, though, they're pretty common, at least here in Enderal. Pity, somehow.
Why pity?
I guess that sounds stupid, but I sometimes long for the times my grandfather lived in. Being a Myrid Warden was far more prestigious back then, and even feared with Sublime or Keepers. Nowadays, well, you can guess. Riding a Myrid has become as ordinary as riding a mule. But, who am I to complain?
I see. Now, how exactly does the flying part work? How do the Myrids know where to go?
Well, that's hard to explain. They communicate by clicking sounds. I, as a warden, have been trained to hear them, but you probably can't. And through those clicking sounds, I also tell them where you want to go before you mount them. Obviously, that only works for routes that the Myrid already knows by heart.
I need a plate.
Sure. Where to?
We go into Northern Heartland. The never-ending story. Alright, here we are. Anything in here? No? Okay. And, oh yeah, they put it nice and close there, didn't they? That was, I don't know if that was worth the 25 pennies I paid. I could easily walked there. But, oh well.
Weather.
Is that a bear? I hear bear sounds. Yep, sure is. Hi! Oh, I can't dual cast yet. Hi! Bye! Oh, that's probably where the excavation is taking place. Beehive. Mana mushrooms. Bear confetti. Yeah, that's the best kind. Until it melts. Anyway, that's gotta be a mess. Oh, another one. Hi. Zap. 3 zaps with our new spell. Of bear or confetti? Of meat confetti. Not particularly bear, but I suppose, you know. The bear meat's probably worse, actually, because bear meat's pretty fatty, and so that's gotta be even worse. Can I take this mushroom? Can I have this? Thank you. How about this one? Yes, thank you. Alrighty. So I can already foresee a I'll help you if situation going on. Yeah, I'll take that, sure. Ooh, a bed to sleep in. Blazing Spark, rank 1. Little ice crystals. Something. Steel sword. Death Spark. I think we have a magical axe, if I remember right. So we need to go melee. That's probably a better thing to use. Corundamore. I switched out my grounding, right? Yes, I did. Alright, let's,
Shit! Get away from there!
Let's shit.
No!
Hi.
By the prophet's ass, 1 second later and I would have been scraping your remains off the floor.
I like your
What in blazes are you
dress.
doing here anyway?
Not dress, but like the clothes she's wearing. What the heck was that? And where did you suddenly come from?
That's
what I was just wondering.
I know how to hide when I don't want to be seen. And concerning the explosion, you stepped right into a Kiranian dust crystal. Get a little too close and wait a little too long, and you'll have your ass blown around your ears by an explosion that would put any cannon
Ass
to shame.
blown around your ears. That sounds uncomfortable. I was sent by a mage named Constantine. Are you Lashiri?
Lashiri? Oh my. The fellow really isn't one for names, is he? I'm Lashari. but never mind that. At least it proves
right.
you're not lying. Anyhow, I hope you're not the backup I asked for. I was hoping for someone more, impressive.
Fuck you.
No offense.
Offense taken. No. Yes. Yes. Constantine said that you would perform some kind of magical ritual on me to help me control my magic.
Is that so? Indeed. You have some uncontrolled magic inside you.
Well, not anymore.
A lot of uncontrolled magic. Not bad.
You're gonna be a bitch about it.
I've never felt anything like this before. Very well. If Constantine insists, I will perform the ritual on you.
Good.
But it'll have to
there's the but.
I'm up to my neck in this shit, as you've probably noticed. Short version or long version? Which do you prefer?
What do we prefer? The more I know, the better. Tell me the long version.
Fine. I suppose you already know that that is me, my assistant, 2 Arcanists, and 4 Keepers, are here to do research on, well, on something, which is exactly what we've done these past weeks. But, as I went upstairs to get something a couple hours ago, I suddenly heard screaming and the clanging of metal coming from downstairs. As I looked for cover, I saw these 2 shapes in red robes vanishing into the lower parts of the ruin.
Oh, good.
I have no idea who they are or why they're here, but to me, they look like mercenaries. Anyway,
definitely not necromancers or
my
anything.
esteemed Enderalian colleagues and my assistant are still down there, together with our research, and I want them back.
Which one?
And before you ask, yes, you can help me. You'll have to, actually, if you want me to tame your magic.
Yep.
I wouldn't have a chance fighting the mercenaries by myself, but the 2 of us might be able to do it.
Oh!
Defend yourself.
Okay.
I'm quite sure you can. What do you say?
Okay, so on the start screen splash menu, the splash art, there was Jaspar, who was looking at the camera, and there are 2 other figures on the start screen. So Jaspar is your mercenary fellow. This chick's probably your mage follower person. And then the third one is probably, if she's a mage, gotta be like a sneaky sneak. Well, actually, Jaspar might be the sneaky sneak, huh? Because he's wearing light armor, so maybe the third one is like a heavily armored, which is what I would prefer, actually, because I'm not gonna sneaky sneak any place. What exactly in this research have you been doing? Exactly how many mercenaries are we talking about?
No idea, but I don't think there are more than a dozen. Also, they don't anticipate any resistance, which is to our advantage.
What exactly is this research that you've been doing here?
Oh, that's hard to explain.
We'll start explaining.
Part of it is finding the answer to the universal question. Why do some people have the nerve to ask irrelevant questions when shit is going down around them?
How is it irrelevant
After we've cleaned
questions?
up the mess, we can do this whole, who are you and what are you doing here thing if you want to. But this really isn't the time.
What if your research was like, oh, we're uncovering these Dwemer artifacts that they used to use mechanical... Okay, so now we know that there are, like, possibly mechanical enemies down there to fight. Why you gotta be such a... Alright, let's go.
Fine, then follow me. And keep your weapons ready. I think I just heard footsteps down there.
I'm gonna zap your ass with chain lightning. Ladies first, as they say. Boom! Oh, sorry. Got you there. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, terribly sorry. Oh, no. What happened? Oh, it's just my magic. It's so uncontrolled right now. Oh, jeez. Moon carrot.
Stabbed like a pig. Hang on. What's this?
Oh, just activating ancient curses and seeing if they work. You think that'd be You think that would be relevant, but apparently it's not. Not at all.
I don't believe it.
I was just about to take those coins. What?
They're orders. My assistant, Sev. It seems he's the reason these fuckers managed to take us by surprise.
You have my sympathy. I say very sarcastically.
Save it for Sev when I shove this staff up his ass and fire a thunderbolt.
Magistrate Yela, I do understand your skepticism, but we are on the right track. This Skarog mage, and no, it's not meant to relativize her questionable worldview, has found undeniable coherences between these Dialgar stones and the Grandmaster's theories. She should be right. Should she be right? She could be our only chance to get something like magical protection. On that note, Grandmaster Aranthiel knows what he's doing. Loath as I am to admit it, his son's mages have been nothing but helpful thus far. Merrick. Hold on, just stealing all of your shit. Pickaxe. We already found one thing to mine, the corundum ore vein up there. Take your pennies. City Guard boots. Oh, it's light armor though. Sad. Light City Guard cuirass. I'll take that because it sells well. Light City Guard helmet. I'll take that too. Steel Sword of the Guard. Looks like a two-handy. And it's too heavy. Another pickaxe. Alright, let's do this.
Shit, can you smell that?
No.
Fire.
Oh.
So, these guys really are trying to destroy our research.
Okay.
We have to do something. You're adept at magic, right? Take this spell and use it to put out the fires. If I'm right, the mercenaries are trying to destroy the stone fragments. We have to stop them. You take the lower part of the ruin. Try to save as many stones as you can.
Alright.
I'll take the upper part. And when it's all done, we'll meet here again.
Okay.
Oh. And one more thing. If you should find my assistant Sev down there, try to take him alive and bring him to me. I want to take care of him myself. Okay? Then let's get going.
Okay. What was the spell that she gave us? Wasn't Death Spark, wasn't Dream Eater. Blazing Spark. What is Death Spark, by the way? A projectile of dark power, which does 18 entropy damage, while damaging the caster at the same time. Oh, here we are. Okay, now this does damage. Sure, we'll take that one. Psionics. 10 points of damage to creature to humans, 1 point additional. Yeah, okay. Note regarding the excavation. Yeah, I just read that. Did she give me a spell? Maybe I already knew the spell? Fire extinguisher. Okay, she just taught me it. Cost 1 per second. Let's just favorite that for now. Extinguish burning fires. In the Research Institute. Okay, so this isn't like universal. This is just in here. Special fires that can be extinguished. Okay, anyway, I gotta take a quick break, so I will be right back. Back. Alright, let's go extinguish these fires, shall we? Now I wonder if there's actually a time limit we gotta do. Get out of here. Okay, let's, I guess focus on these first. We can always come back and loot the place. I'm gonna eat some food so we can regen on the way. We could do crusty bread. Let's just do this because it's heavy.
Oh, Malthus, be brave! Hey, over here! Help me! Damn, that was close. Those bastards just left me down in the line. Can you believe it?
Zappies. What? Hi. Mercenary leader? We're gonna need some potions for this. Yeah, that's fine. Let's do a health potion, and then we'll do this water. This guy. Get out of here. Okay. Good luck. You're not very good at gutting things. Alright. Time to loot. Still hear fire going on. But it did say that I got all of the fires. Your lockpicking abilities are too low to open this lock. You'll need to you need the appropriate memories beforehand. Oh no. So we do have to use spells then. Damn. That sucks. Okay, let's run back from to the beginning, and then we will loot from there. I think this is the beginning? Yep. Okay. Cool. Bunch of shoes. Magic, Part 4. By Baildor Goldenstein. That was the guy. He said to read the books to learn more about magic. Harvest hanging moss. Cool. I like these, like, exit lights on the ground. Alright. Your gear sucks. Recipe, wolf blood. Bone meal and ectoplasma. Allows the transformation into wolf form. Can only be used by lycanthropes. Little shrine thing, little offering shrine. Nothing to steal, though. Oh, let's try out our mage light. They make little nerd noises. Pennies, good. Give me all the pocket change. Priest robes. The quartz. Good. Book. Wine, crusty bread, roast beef. We'll take that amphora. It's a good price for its weight. Rancid. Anything on top? No. Just priest stuff. Anything in here? This is a big something. There goes my mage light. Orange dragonfly goblets. Tales of the Wanderer, the swashbuckler. Scroll of Paralyze. So, the Art of Combat. Okay, that's what I thought. Like Master Trainers or something? Wanderer tells near me's fire breather. Wait, way too fast. We do have some soul gems, some filled soul gems, though, so we probably could do some light enchanting. Let's see what this does for us. To enchant an item, you must know an enchantment to have filled soul gem enchantment. They're learned by... Okay, so same. So we can disenchant these things. So when we replace these, we should keep them so we can learn those enchantments in case we want to get into enchanting. I'm not sure if I do or not, because that's a lot of points to have to put in different places. But it's an option. Also, that's not going to be super handy for us. Like, in some cases it would be. But mostly it's like... I'm just going to be a spellcaster. So the enchantments, unless they're buffing my mana, aren't going to... And my mana regen, aren't going to be, like, super duper handy to have. So, like, we won't need an enchanted weapon, hopefully, or anything like that. Alright, so this is like a dead end? Not a dead end. Adept gate. Let's go the other way, because I think that spell scroll that we used, is on the other side of that, possibly. Gallant shoes, nice. Novice robe of the order. Nice armor value for light armor. Doesn't sell for shit, though. Pennies. The leader is Ash. Is this? Yeah, it has to have been. Because he's got a magic weapon. 2 magic weapons. Soul Stealer's Mace. Deals 7 points of shock damage to health. And half as much to mana. If the target dies within 3 seconds, it fills a soul gem. Damage 12. Spell Tome counter. Alrighty. So that's better, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's quite a bit better. Heavier. Said one-hander? It is one-hander. And it's a Morning Star, which is cool. A fine steel shield. Defense robe. Guard stuff. Empty box. A couple of lockpicks down here. Anything in the bucket? No. They have been shown to like to hide things in buckets. Pennies. Is that a button? Nope. Okay, yeah. Yeah, this is just the other side. The gate, so we won't need that. That shield that we picked up. How good is it? So our Iron Shield Superior is armor 17. Oh, that's way better. Hanging moss. There's a bunch of hanging moss that we could be picking up, although should we even take the time? Damage mana, that'd make a good poison. We were thinking about doing alchemy as well, because that could be pretty handy for us. Chest. Potions, good. Teleport to Sun Temple. Wine. Empty parchment. An inkwell's pretty nice. I mean, to be fair, ink is expensive. I don't know if you've ever looked in the price of buying a well of ink, but it is not cheap.
Well, I'll be damned. That's what I call good timing. I take it you were successful? What about the fragments? Did you save them?
I did, they're all safe.
All of them? Call me a pregnant Lyran. You really
You're
are
a pregnant Lyran.
You won't regret it, I swear. What about Sev? Did you find him?
I did, yes.
Fuck. That little shit. I was hoping I could make him tell us who's behind all this. Well, whatever. No use crying over spilt milk, I guess. What's your name, anyway? Amidst all this, we didn't have time for formalities.
Magic Man, pleased to meet you.
You're pleased? Well...
I'm not actually pleased. I don't really like you very much.
I actually had the feeling that I was a little rough on you. Sorry for that.
Yeah,
really.
you better be.
Sometimes I just have a short fuse.
Well, work on that.
Anyway, let's talk about the reason you're here. For starters, tell me how you managed to get the old ranter to trust you. That doesn't happen very often.
It's a long story. Tell Lishari about the Visions Temple and the fever.
I've got time.
Alright, well now that the place isn't on fire, literally.
Uh-huh. So, you're saying that you learned
I do like her boots.
The magic, the swordplay, in such a short time? That's fascinating, to say the least. And these visions, if I understand correctly, you foresaw the death of the two apothecary?
I believe they called themselves Apothecary. Yes, and I know how crazy all of this sounds.
It does indeed. But hey, who am I to judge? Here you are, the
You're a
mysterious
nobody.
stranger who appeared out of thin air and, without much fuss, took out an entire group of sellswords. And even better, now you tell me that these skills come from studying magic for only a couple of weeks, and that you can see the future. You certainly are full of shit.
I beg your pardon? I love that you just spill your guts to anyone who asks. Yeah, I know, and I don't even really have a choice in it most of the time.
Not you, sorry. I mean, I just had a strange thought. But No, that would be crazy. Way too unlikely.
Stop being coy and just tell me what you're talking about. Well, it's unlikely that isn't a stranger these days. What do you mean?
Well, I'd like to speak freely, but I'm bound to my agreement with the Holy Order. However, I will tell Constantine and old Oranthiel about my theory. And you will probably have to be patient until the latter decides to put you in the picture. Sorry. But if my idea is correct, then we'll be in a position to really kick ass. Anyway, hold still for a moment. Ready? All right, let's do this.
No, I'm not ready.
It'll just tickle a bit.
I wasn't ready.
Fuck!
I told you I wasn't ready.
Are you all right? That wasn't on purpose. Really.
How about a little warning next time?
Sorry, as I said, I didn't mean to do that.
You started it without me saying I was ready.
What happened? The ritual isn't exactly harmless, but normally you shouldn't feel more than a weak tickle at most, regardless of how it goes down. But, maybe this has something to do with the strangeness of your aura. I already said this, but it's so different.
You're not the first one to tell me that. What exactly do you mean?
It's hard to explain. Somehow complex and cold, maybe.
It's because I'm already dead.
I'm probably just out of practice. It worked, and that's what matters.
Cool.
Your fever will now settle down to an endurable level, and maybe even vanish if you're careful. And now, I suggest you return to Constantine. I will get the stones to safety in the meantime.
Get your
You
stones.
need anything else? If not, see you later. We're going to meet again. I can feel it.
Unfortunately, so can I. What are those stone fragments good for? You didn't tell me yet.
Well, put simply, they're supposed to protect us. But old Oranthiel will tell you more about it later.
Okay. Alright, see you around.
Take care.
Level up. More magic. Although maybe putting a point into stamina would not be a bad idea. Nah, magic. Oh, it healed me too. Cool. I was going to go, I was gonna go eat one of those carrots. The moon carrots. Ah, so maybe it's aliens. I'm either already dead or it's aliens. It's gotta be one of the two. How did she use this? Oh, I guess she did say she was going up top, but flash heal. Yep. Yep. Alright, let's go put our point in. Okay, so we could get dual cast. Elemental focus could doubles the distance casting a rune spell, 50% longer duration for elemental spells. So this doesn't help me at all with my my shock spells. Elemental expert, shock nova. Staggers enemies and then summons a lightning bolt hitting them. Very nice. Electrocution. Shock spells do 2% more damage and absorb part of the opponent's mana. Elemental spells can stagger your enemies if dual casted. So basically get all of these up here. Unleashed Might reduces mana costs. Elemental spells and master by 30%. Yep. Okay. We could get this also. HP spells cost 20% less health. And we're also going to be looking into possibly making potions. Strong bowstring, suitable armor, devious. Okay, gotcha. That's for sneaking. Is this where the lockpicking is from. This is wolf's blood. That's for enchanting stuff. What is suitable armor? Light armor is more effective. That doesn't help me. Windwalker. Poison cook, sensitive tongue. Maybe we won't be doing alchemy because this is also the light armor tree. Master brewer. Yeah. Maybe lockpicking is over here. Skilled hands. Yep. Novice locks are 25% easier to pick. Your armor rating is increased by 5%, but you have a bow equipped. Weird. Trickster concentration. Fire arrow, eagle eye. Pressing block while aiming will zoom in your view. Thief apprentice. Adept locks can now be picked. Okay, so like let's just stick with spells then, I guess, because I don't want to go up this whole tree. And it looks like we're not going to be very good at making potions. But that's fine, because if anything, we're going to go up this here and get really good at wearing heavy armor. But at any rate, so we'll just keep going up this elemental tree. Let's pick up the dual cast. And our handy, we can get our handicraft to 25 now too. It's high enough to make steel stuff right now. Although we have a bunch of magic gear on us, so maybe we don't want to necessarily replace that. Maybe we should get into enchanting. So many things to do. Your current level gathered experience with every level of these attributes. Okay. Yeah, Arcane Fever is only 3%. That's not bad at all. Rhetoric is good. Yeah, we won't be doing this. And I guess having some points in alchemy is good. We just won't have the perks to make it like real good. Because like the points will still make us more potent at whatever potions or poisons that we create. So it's not a whole loss. Anyway, so heart of something monumentous or momentous. Lashari used the taming ritual on me, which was supposed to lessen and stabilize my arcane fever. Nonetheless, something weird happened, something in which even Lashari cannot explain, as others before her, she has called me strange. At any rate, the solution to this problem has to wait. I should return to Sun Temple and report to Firespark first. Report to Constantine about what has transpired. If I want to survive in Enderal's wilderness, I need to become more skillful. Perhaps I can get helpful hints in libraries, ruins, or through conversations. The Wanderer tells of a Nerimese fire breather who was combining archery with dirty tricks. I don't care about those. Now, I did get some scrolls to teleport to the Sun Temple, but we're so close. Let's just walk back. We'll save those scrolls for... I guess you could also just rent a, what are they called? Mavrod? If you need to get somewhere fast. Deer. I heard some wolves. Oh, they're there. Okay. Signpost. Interact. Nope. Not so lucky. Oryx Farm. Why is that? Okay. That must be a little village in itself. Also, this is where I... No, this isn't. Cliff Watchtower. Okay. I thought this was where the Mavrad took me, but apparently not. Is there actually a cave here? It's over there, isn't it? Yeah. Pit shelter. Let's not get too distracted. It does look nice. Crab. That looks like a something, doesn't it? Maybe it's just a broken tree. Hello, cow. Several cows. It's probably like a side quest to go collect the cows, right? Farmhouse Gundorf. Nope. Alright. Sun Temple. Let's turn in this quest.
Ah, there you are. Magister Carnus has been looking for you.
Carnus? Why's that?
I don't know.
Oh, hey! My chest. I thought it was only going to be in one spot in the city, so this is a pleasant surprise. We can keep all that stuff. Put those away. This girl's paralyzed, that'll be handy. Shock Claws. We'll keep that magic book. We might read that later. These we can sell. This one heals you 28 points of health. Worsens your arcane fever by 5%. Ugh. It's a lot. Swashbuckler. We don't care about the Swashbuckler because it sounded like they are a bow user. And we're not going to be doing that.
Oh, you're here. I thought you were in the city.
No, the Archmagister ordered me back. Feels good to be here, to be honest.
Now, if it isn't the Prodigy, well...
Lashari performed the ritual on me. There were problems in Old Rashengrad.
Yes, I know. She's already told me everything. Good work.
She used the
Even though
teleportation
part of her
scroll.
report seemed to be a bit enthusiastic, but I'll leave the judgment to Aranthiel. He wants to talk to you anyway. Seems
Oh, okay.
you caught his interest.
Neato. I'm not sure if I want to be a part of all of this, whatever it is. Fine, where can I find him?
In the Emporium, the last building on the left side of the temple. Just tell the guard that Aranthiel has asked for you, and they will let you in. Ah yes, before I forget. My dame Lucy has left a token of gratitude for you. It's your choice. Do you want a book? An old map? or a bag of pennies?
2 learning points. Treasure map. Pouch with 150 pennies. I mean, learning points seem really good for later, right? Because that's just more levels into stuff. Although I don't have the money for it now, I assume I'm going to get it later. So let's do the learning points.
Very well. Now get a move on. I'm sure we'll talk again later.
And you can sell the book for 260 if you get the full value for it. Which most likely you would not. Let's get, no, we'll just sell it. Flash shield's a lot. And plus for that, yeah, it might be good in a pinch though. We'll use that. Oh, do you have more to say? In the temple, part of your order, and having to be telling you apart. Tell me more about your order's history. Where are you exactly? How'd you gonna be? Where are there? I don't care about any of that stuff.
Blazes, it's dark already? Time really does fly by.
Okay, yeah, there is a way around.
Well met.
Hi.
It is a suspicion, Teela. And to send an entire division across the sea because of a suspicion is madness.
We need to find out who sent the mercenaries. This Pegast said that they were after the Signet Stone, and if they succeed in getting hold of it next time, then the Black Guardian alone knows how to stop the cycle.
The cycle. Listening to you talk almost makes me forget that all this fuss here is merely based on some bad dreams you and your Neremese friends had.
The
Neremese
threat
friends.
is real. Deny it as much as you like, but deep inside, you feel it as much as I do.
Teela, you're a commander, and a commander doesn't care about feelings, but about facts. You have made this mistake before, Teela, back then in Kira. And we all know...
The mission will happen. I'm sorry.
You have a visitor.
Yeah.
So, you are the prodigy everyone is talking about.
I guess.
Interesting.
Why?
I am Teela Aranthia, son of Lorius I and Grandmaster of the Order, and I'm honored to meet you. What is your name?
Magic Man. You wanted to see me?
Yes, and I will come straight to the point. You are here because
Try to understand.
You are special.
I'm a magic man.
Humanity faces a threat that needs to be stopped, and to achieve this, you are indispensable.
Okay. You're talking about the Red Madness, aren't you?
Among other things, yes. I do not need to explain to you that the present situation on Vin is chaotic. The wars, the living dead, common people who are losing their minds, to name only the most obvious. What most people are not aware of is the connection between these events. You, however, have encountered it, as have I.
The visions. So you know where they come from?
I do.
Oh.
And I will explain everything to you.
Okay.
What it means, who we are, and what your part in all of this is. Come, follow me.
Aliens.
Maybe you already know who I am. My entire life, I served the gods who ruled Vin, until their death 2 years ago. What you probably do not know is that the one responsible for their death is my son, Narazul Aranthia. He hated the Lightborn because he believed that they robbed mankind of their right to freedom, so he strived to overthrow them. He found followers, formed an army and declared war on them, and thus on me, a servant of the Lightborn as well. It all ended in a battle 30 years ago, which Narazul won. He killed every single survivor except for me, and locked me in a dungeon on Nerim. I still do not know why he spared me.
If Narathzul was your son, why did he hate the gods so much? Shouldn't he have been, I don't know, devoted to them?
There were circumstances favoring the development. But it's a long story, which we won't discuss now.
Okay. So the Lightborn are really dead. If you, the Order of the Gods, acknowledge that fact, why do people not know about it?
Good question. Because at the moment stability is the highest good, even more so considering what we are facing. The rulers of Kira and Kile both made the mistake to acknowledge the death of the gods to their people, and the civil wars that followed in their countries are evidence of the chaos that such a revelation entails. Enderal is the cradle of the Order of the Gods, the epitome of theocracy. It is unthinkable what would happen if we confirmed these rumors. I am sure you understand this. Maybe when all this is over that will change, but for now it is imperative that we deny all rumors of that kind.
So you managed to free yourself?
Yes, after more than 30 years, when the death of the gods made the magic around the prison disappear. And during my escape in the northern mountains of Nerim, I also had them for the first time, the dreams. I always saw the same glaring, terrible light. Heard screaming, and I felt like I was burning up from the inside. And above all, like a veil, there was the knowledge of imminence. At first, of course, I dismissed these dreams as the delusion of a man close to death. So I concentrated on making it through the mountains somehow. 2 days after my escape, I was completely exhausted, and I would have died if a former acolyte of my son had not found me.
An acolyte of your son, but weren't they your enemies then?
Yes, but he did not recognize me, and brought me to their headquarters instead, an old monastery in the mountains. The others were aware of my identity, but for whatever reason they did not kill me. Maybe because they thought that the death of the Lightborn had made me insignificant.
Yeah, just walk right between us. We're not having a conversation or anything, it's fine.
Still, even after my recovery, the dreams continued. At first, I doubted.
I mean, he's the Grand Master of the Order. You
after
better
time,
believe
I
that
told
that
the
would
leader of
not
the mages,
happen.
Constantine, about them. And he said something that I'd never expected. I was not alone. He, as well as many others magically gifted on Vin, dreamed the same dreams. And the more we talked about the matter, the stronger our suspicion grew, which has now turned out to be the truth. The dreams, they come from the same place. They are a shared memory.
A shared memory? You mean the dreams originate from a what, common mind?
Collective subconscious, yes.
Aliens.
You can feel it too, and probably far more intense than we do. But like you back then, we were not able to make sense of the images. So we went looking for answers in the remains of the civilization that was before us, the Pyreans.
Thus the excavations like an old Rauschengrad. What did you find out?
First, there were many civilizations before us and before the Pyreans. Maybe hundreds, maybe thousands. Second, the history of each civilization unfolded and still unfolds according to a pattern. They emerge, they blossom, and at some point, at the apex of their existence, they simply disappear without any trace. And third, everything that has happened in the past years, and
of
which
course,
is still happening, indicates
if they
that this
disappeared,
disappearance,
of course it would be
like
at the apex of their civilization, right?
We are part of an eternal loop, a cycle, and our cycle is approaching its end.
In the end of humanity lies ahead. I admit that this world has seen brighter days, but isn't that too much of a leap? Hundreds of prophets have predicted the end of the world, and it never happened. More! A pattern, you mean that the chronicles of each civilization are identical?
Not identical, but one can split them up into episodes which repeat themselves in the very same manner, into patterns.
So this is your explanation of the Red Madness, the wars.
Yes, dramatically put, they're the envoys of the end.
That is pretty dramatic. Isn't that too much of a leap?
I see why you would say that, and I've felt the same way for a very long time too. But there came a moment when we simply could not deny it anymore. We began to study the history of the Pyreans more intensely, and the parallels were extraordinary. In its early days, the Pyrean Empire was split up by a disaster, just like Vin was split up by the Starfall after the reign of the Eterna. Also, the Pyreans had a ruling caste who declared themselves gods after the catastrophe. The two castes of the Sun Priest. They too ruled until they were overthrown. This overthrowing was followed by an outbreak of wars and chaos. And then, just like that, the Pyreans ceased to exist. They knew it was imminent, but they could not prevent it. They called this event the Cleansing.
The Pyreans knew about the threat. Why didn't they try to do something about it? How in places did entire civilizations just disappear? Where do I go? Yeah.
They tried, but they failed. Who knows why? Maybe they found out too late, or maybe they were too weak.
How in places can entire civilization just disappear?
That is the question we need to find an answer.
Aliens!
The end was not violent, at least not in a sense as we know it. There was no natural disaster, no magical explosion, no plague. Even though there was war in the Pyrean Empire before its ruin, when the cleansing happened, it was as if all living beings simply fell down and died. It is ghastly.
And where do I come in? Where do these visions and my powers come from?
Well, this is the reason why we need your help. Not only episodes of history recur within every cycle, characters do as well.
Characters recur?
Yes. The Pyreans call them the emissaries.
This is just the Matrix.
Shortly before the cleansing occurs, like a law of nature, an answer to the Red Madness. And I am one of them, as are you. While I take on the role of the ruler, you take on the role of the prophet.
I'm supposed to be a prophet.
It's just a description. Call it what you will. But without doubt, it is the truth.
Why is it without doubt?
Your story matches the descriptions perfectly.
Oh, I see. And I take it that this reason the Naramis mages are here, isn't it? Firespark, Peghast, Sharim. If I play the roles, that means something controlling us. Yeah, if I play the role, does that mean something is controlling me?
No. As I already said, the emissaries simply appear at the beginning of the end, like pieces on a chessboard.
Oh, they play chess here.
We are determined by our skills. How and to what end we use them is our choice.
Why me of all people?
I do not know. Firespark the mage has told me your story. And even though your fate is tragic, unlike me, you were insignificant before your change. So maybe everyone can become an emissary, or we simply have not understood the pattern yet.
Maybe you need to get almost killed on a ship. What defines this prophet?
On the one hand, your power. You carry the potential to master any skill within a fraction of the usual time needed. I assume you have already realized this.
Just playing a video game, dude.
And your ability to look into the past, and therefore into the future.
Into the past and therefore into the future? What do you mean? Well, obviously I'm looking into what happened in the past, like civilizations, the last cycle. You idiot. Me.
Your visions are a window into the past. And as every cycle is based on the same events, it is a window into the future as well. You can feel the thread this world is woven with. And because of that, you can see things that have happened, and thus will happen again. This gift makes you indispensable to us, and it is why I want your help.
And if all this doesn't interest me?
Hollow words. Deep inside, you know your responsibility. Trust me, we are more alike than you believe.
Why do you think we can overcome this cycle in the first place after hundreds of civilizations has failed? Well, that's just stupid. Obviously, you gotta try something, right? What's in it for me if I help you? Nah, this is not a decision I want to make based on a gut feeling. Give me some time. Alright. If I can help, I'll try to do so.
However, there's one more thing before the actual work begins. I want you to join our order, and to do so, you have to pass a test. A trial.
I don't want to join the order. Join the order, is this really necessary?
It is. Whatever you think about our story, we are the only faction that is strong enough to oppose the cycle. If you want to be part of our mission, you need to have access to our knowledge and resources.
So just do that.
There will be voices in the Order speaking against your admission, as they are speaking against the presence of the Neremese mages. Consider it an honor or a necessity. It is up to you.
If you're the Grand Master of the Order, can't you just be like, because I said so? What kind of test?
It is the trial the novices have to pass in order to be exalted to the role of a keeper. Only the best students of the Squalor are allowed admission, and even though you have not been a novice, I want you to take it too.
Okay.
At this very moment, 2 novices are on their way to the testing grounds. I have informed them about your arrival.
Who are the 2 novices?
I have only a slight acquaintance with them. However, I know that they are both very talented and have been working hard toward the test. But see them for yourself.
You've already informed them. How could you know that I'd agree?
I had a hunch. Let us leave it at that.
That's part of his vision. Very well. Where can I find them?
At the border to the Heartland, near the Whisper Wood. They will be waiting for you there. Take the Myret, talk to Signet Master Bartar, and hand him this package. And then follow his orders. Ah, one more thing. It might be self-evident, but keep your knowledge about the death of the Lightborn to yourself.
No.
I do not believe you can do any real harm. But in the worst case, path-abiding people will consider you a heretic. After the
Then I kill
cycle has
them.
been stopped, we will deliberate upon how we deal with the matter. If and how we tell our people about it. But not now, that is for sure. Now, leave. The sooner we can dispense with this formality, the better.
Probably nothing. What'd that say? I heard 2 things with the world. Meet Signet Master Yorick Bartar and the 2 novices at the Heartland's border. It's a 2-star quest. This is the Heartlands. This is the Whisperwood. Okay, here it is. I did not see the flashing. Let's see what the cost is. Also, we should rest at the inn. So we can sell some things, because we picked up some stuff, and we have some stuff. Where's that signpost?
One day, Naya. One day.
Signpost. There.
Is it now? Remind me not to burst into
Let's go to the foreign quarter because we know that there's an inn there. That hippie's
Oi,
place.
You there. Don't look at me like that. Looking for trouble, eh?
Guardhouse.
Hmm? Can I help you?
The Dancing Nomad. Here we are.
Huh? What do you want? Malfas's blessings.
What do you got?
A bit of this and that. Why not take a look?
Do I have anything to sell him? Not really. Just food, which I tend to keep, really. 11 points of health. I'm looking for a room for the night.
Our room's looking for you. It's no Ark Noble quarter, but it's warm and clean. Want it? Good.
Yeah.
We'll open up the room for you. And please, no shady business. We walk the righteous path in here and don't want any trouble.
What am I gonna do?
Come back anytime.
Huh? What do you want?
Move along.
Laborer. Here, right? No. Here? Yes. Oh, I can't, that food's just for show. It's plastic. 9. Yep. Of the summer night.
Paul, anyone?
Wait a moment.
No.
You're... Wait a moment.
No, get out of here.
You're an outlander, aren't you?
Marketplace.
Monsieur?
And we have more points too that we could learn. God, we have so many learning points. Crafting points we could put into. We get 2 of handicraft. Maybe we should go and do enchanting.
Yes.
So, smelter. Where's the smith shop? Unoccupied house.
Greetings.
That's like the farmers union. Oh, this is a trading post. Hi.
Walk blessed.
Look, what do you sell?
Well, a bit of everything. Just look for yourself.
Okay. If you sell a little bit of everything, that means you buy a little bit of everything as well. Magic detachment. Oh, yeah. Alright, that's all fine. Bunch of teleport stuff. Sell these spell tomes. And that note regarding the excavation. Doesn't weigh anything, so we'll hold on to it. Amethyst, blue quartz, samphora. We're never gonna make an iron claymore. I've been holding on to the smoking pipe, but I think I'll just sell it. Oh, maybe you can use the pipe to pass time. That would be super convenient, wouldn't it? I'll buy it back. I want to see. Okay, do you have anything fancy? A fine steel cuirass. 44 armor. Ours is also 44, but it is improved. Items. What am I at? I'm at 131. I do have a bunch of stuff to put in my my box too. Boots. Do you have a blueprint for better boots?
Just look for yourself.
Leather arm protectors, cuirass. No, doesn't look like it.
Walk blessed.
Mm-hmm. Some things never change.
War? War never
Oh,
changes.
You're not from around here, are you? I know that accent.
Okay. Let's see here. We could try to improve this fine steel shield. If we're gonna use a shield. Yeah, I guess we'll just hold on to all this stuff, huh? I guess we would only need like one of these. Since they go to basically the same place. Package? Yep. I'll just put those in there. It's fine. Yeah, okay. I got heavier. Oh, probably because of this. This was heavier than my other weapon, and this was as well. Alright. Okay, take the Mavrod. How much money do we have? 930. We have so many learning points, why don't we invest some of those?
We always go too
Men,
easy
that's
on
just
this
how they
guy.
are.
Let's see, what do we want to level up? Heavy armor would be an idea. We have 5 points that we could put into that. Oh, that's why they're calling them memories, because it's like the memories of my old cycle self. We can get 2 into handicraft. We can start getting up our entropy for summoning.
The freshest fruits right from the farmer's coast and Doomville.
Okay, so where are we gonna get those? There was a guy in the foreign quarter that was selling some of them. Meat market. Maybe we just go talk to him. That's Barracks quarter. And then there were some shops in the Nobles quarter that was also selling some of those.
Things settle themselves. Idiots.
Floor hammers forge work.
Hammers, daggers, sword. Looking for steel.
We haven't sucked.
Everything for the path-abiding soldier.
That's selling. What do you have for buying? Cold Knight. Steel Mace. Oh, that's an interesting looking Steel Mace. Steel Mace of the Arcane Wrath. Fine Steel Gauntlets. Boots. Steel Shoes. Steel Shield. So our iron boots are 11 armor. These would be 12. We could upgrade them. Handicraft. Let's buy 2 of these. Heavy armor. We could get some of these as well. If we got 5, that'd be a lot of our money. But it would help us not die, so why don't we do that? I like not dying. Blueprints. Fine steel cuirass. Why don't we try to make this stuff? It's fine steel stuff. So fine steel boots and fine steel cuirass. Handicraft 25, which we are going to achieve here very shortly. And I believe we have a lot of the things that we'll need to make it as well, just sitting in our chest. Blueprint dresser. Chest massive. Arcane enchanter. Okay. So yeah, let's do that. Let's do this and this fine steel cuirass. And we can go see if we can make that.
Coming.
That's a lot of our money. Handicraft 25.
In.
Yeah, okay. So 25 plus 5. We could go get like another elementalism book, I suppose, to get that up. Or some entropy. But it's fine. Handicraft. Yeah. Alright. So this is...
I can provide.
It's funny. I thought he said looking to steal when I moused over this. So I need a smithy. I can come in here and use this anvil, it looks like.
Looking for steel. I can provide.
In fact, let's do that. Because I need to see what I need. Oh, okay. Yeah, this stuff. Silver ingot, iron ingot, steel ingot, gold ingot, quicksilver ingot, 5 spare parts. Jeez, that's a lot of stuff. Maybe we can't make that. Silver ingot, iron ingot, steel ingot. Because I don't think we have any silver or gold.
Looking for steel. Everything for the path-abiding soldier.
He's got some ore that's expensive. Shadow steel. Alright. Well, if we find it, then we have the blueprints to make it now. Because I almost certainly do not have silver or gold. I feel like I would have remembered that. I think I maybe have like 1 gold ore. Yeah. But you probably need 2 to make an ingot. We have some quicksilver, so really we just need the silver because we can make the steel. Because we have a bunch of iron ore and we have some corundum. Let's see if we can use that pipe. You have no peace weed to smoke. Okay. So, I go. I think I have some in here. Peace weed. Okay, so that almost certainly will allow us to wait if we sit and smoke our pipe. Okay. Anyway, let's go to the Mavrod.
My
Oh, that's another thing too. We need to keep some money for Mavrod rides if we're gonna be traveling around. Myrod. What are they called? The Not Dragon.
Walk west. So much to do, so little time.
Myrod, yeah.
Walk blessed, friend. Where are you headed?
I need a flight.
Where to?
Riverville. Uh-oh, I don't know the place I need to go. It is Border of the Heartland. Eastern Yard. Heartland's border. Oh, maybe I need to walk there. Northern Heartland. Border of the Heartland.
Sure. Where to?
Oh no, there it is. Border of the Heartland. Alrighty. Oh, and there's a chest. One of our secure chests. Uh-oh. Get up. Okay, cool. There they are.
Yes.
Grandmaster Arenthiel sent me. I'm supposed to take a trial and become a keeper?
Oh, yes. You're the prodigy.
Prophet, actually.
I was expecting something else. I hope you're aware of what you're
I get that
getting
a lot.
yourself into. Our novices trained for years for this trial. And as much as I respect the Grand Master, I think this is naive. In other words, it will be dangerous. Be aware of that.
Are they susceptible to shocking damage? At least dangerous means not boring. The way the Grandmaster put it, I don't seem to have much of a choice if I want to keep living. I know, let's skip the chatter.
Huh. If you insist.
I do insist.
Then it seems I'm granted the extraordinary honor of exalting the first Pathless in the history of the Order to a keeper. The others will scream for joy. Give me the package the Grandmaster gave you, and say hello to your new comrades. I have to go prepare something.
What?
Talia.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
You're our unexpected addition, aren't you? The prodigy?
How'd you know? Yes, but you can call me Magic Man. Sounds less awkward, does it? Let's just go. That's me. That's me.
I'm Kalia Sakaresh, by my path novice and aspirant to the first sigil.
All right.
I've been told what you did in Old Rationgrad, that you saved the excavations and fought back the mercenaries all on your own.
I did do
An
that.
astonishing feat, truly. You have my respect for that.
Thanks. Hey, you're not a dick. Probably wasn't as glorious as pictured, and as bastards deserve it. Save the expedition, yes, but the people from the Order were already dead. It wasn't much of a decision these days. I just get into trouble wherever I go. The Order were already dead.
I know, but you tried.
She likes that. Oh,
I'm
she might
really
be
curious as
a
to what
companion.
The mercenaries thought they were doing. Someone willing to attack the Holy Order is either extremely powerful or extremely naive. Anyway, it's been an honor to meet you in person. Let's talk later.
All right, sounds good. Dunwar.
I don't want to hear it.
Okay. I beg your pardon.
You're prattling.
My character says it a lot.
Hear it. Just shove off.
As you wish, princess.
Heretics.
He gonna die.
All right, enough of the chatter. Come here. Here. These potions will be necessary later, so be careful with them. Apart from that, it's still a few miles to the ritual place. As you're all gifted with magic, the spores in the forest ahead will make you a little dizzy, but we won't stay for long. Any questions?
What spores are you talking about exactly?
Long story. Simply put, they come from a special kind of mushroom that has infested this forest, and staying near them worsens the arcanist's fever. So, in case you're thinking about exploring further, take some magical protection and some ambrosia with you.
Alrighty then, let's go.
Good. Stay close to me.
This looks like a zone change in World of Warcraft.
Korek would conquer the city, and then you will be ashamed.
Probably fine. Baldrus root.
So this is the Whispering Forest. Fascinating. I've read a lot about it, but never actually... Not now.
Poor thing. My brothers and I have seen the border countless many times before. But I bet you know all about the Undercity's rat holes instead.
More of them. I'm too old for this.
Puss beetle. Where is it? Oh, come here. Hold on, I want your eggs.
I'm too old for this. Wait, do you see that?
Yes, that man. What is he doing?
Who cares? He's probably just a traveler.
He shouldn't be here. No merchant in his right mind would voluntarily travel through the Whispering Forest. We'll go take a look at him. Stay ready.
It looks like he's mining a blood pile, which seems completely normal.
I see it.
She's with me now. Forever.
Oh.
Kirosh.
What? You there? Who are you? And what are you doing here?
She's with me now. Forever.
Magical protection.
What are you, deaf? Identify yourself.
His eyes. Master, this is the Red Madness.
Shit, of course. You will put away that pickaxe right now, my sir, and then get on your knees.
She wanted to leave. Don't you understand? She
What's
wanted to leave me. Just
going on with that?
This is
No.
disgusting.
She will stay.
Ooh.
By the righteous path! Have you lost your mind?
I could ask you the same thing, damn it! Did you forget what Magister Yarrow did to the novices? This man could have attacked us at any moment.
Oh, really? Malphus, protect us from your cunning. But did the thought ever cross your mind that one needs to understand a disease in order to heal it? And that some apothecary might have given their left hand for a living patient?
You're not being fair, Master. I was only protecting us.
Like heck you did. You behaved like an idiot. And
Yep.
not for the first time. The other masters might ignore that fact due to your religious commitment and your bloodline. I get that. But if something like this ever happens again, you will be suspended from the rites and will spend the rest of your life polishing prayer banks in the sanctum. Do I make myself clear?
He really was trying to protect us, Master.
Shut up.
Do I make myself clear?
Why would you backtalk this guy?
You do, Master. and I beg your forgiveness for my offense.
Granted. Now let's push on. We will take care of the body
now
after the ritual.
Never mind, it doesn't have anything interesting on it. Dead donkey. Oh no.
Are you okay?
Just save it.
Shut up. He gets what he deserves. Hi. I'm coming. Yeah. What they said. But that's not fair. Yeah. Typical rich kid, right? That's a big cat. Feline cat pelt. Isn't that a little redundant? Those non-feline cat pelts get you confused quite a bit.
Here it is.
All right.
The first foothold. This is where Malphas's vassals erected their first camp. So behave yourselves accordingly. You too, prodigy.
Alright. Uh-oh. I'm locked in place.
Well then, before we start, there's something I need to tell you. Something, important. The rumors concerning the deaths of the Lightborn. They're true.
What?
What?
The gods are dead. They fell 2 winters ago, beneath the sword of an unknown traveler. We, that is, the Order, have known about this for quite some time now.
Only 2 years
but
ago.
Haven't told the common people yet. But since the 3 of you intend to take the trial, there's no way to disguise the truth anymore.
But how can a god die?
There was a prophecy, as old as the Lightborn themselves, in which there was talk of a shadow god, who would end the era of gods. And it came true. I'm sorry.
You're sorry?
You're telling us that the gods have been killed, and you are sorry.
How did you let that happen?
Tomorrow the sun will
How dare
shine.
you?
Tell us that this is a test, Master.
They're super calm about the gods are dead. Yeah.
No, the Lightborn are dead. But, hard as it may be to accept, we cannot afford to fall into a spiritual crisis right now.
The Order of the Gods, Malphas's order, was created to protect the Lightborn. And if what you're saying, this blasphemy is true, then we're meaningless. We failed, don't you see?
I think we're supposed to hate this guy.
Oh, by the Black Guardian, I just can't believe it.
And though I shan't be seen, thou shalt live by my virtue. 3rd Revelation, verse 137.
Bet his father will hear about this.
But if this is
We'll
true,
see.
we have to show strength and keep
He does
on
seem like the
believing
type, though,
what
doesn't
the
he?
Lightborn stood for, which is the idea of peace and...
Oh, just shut your mouth, Sakaresh. If anything, you lowborn scum are living proof that
Oh! Lowborn scum!
Do you really think I don't know?
We're getting into it now.
You're a damned witch, and if this were the old times, you would have been crucified long time ago.
I'm the witch!
I mean that, Dunmore.
He does.
Drop it.
He for sure does.
We're all on the same side here.
No, we are not. This wench doesn't have any right to wear the white robes. And if you would spend more time with the holy
her robes aren't white
instead of your brandy bottle, you would see it as well. But no, you just...
Shut up! I swear to you, one more word and you will wish that I just suspended you.
But...
No buts. Do you understand?
He's getting real lippy and getting away with it.
I hope so, for your sake. Just be glad that this is a time when we need skilled mages more than ever. Just be glad. Now enough of this. Our demeanor defiles this sacred place. There will be enough time for
Our demeanor?
depression and personal crisis after the
Just gonna let him say that? Yeah, apparently.
Let's recite the holy words. Thou art my light, My glimmer at
the glimmer of the
right
sacrament,
and thy path
the
I
path
will honor.
life and
In life, as in death.
as in death.
May your light guide me.
May your light guide me.
Good.
I totally
As
know
you
these.
know, this trial will test the fortitude of your spirit. Because this is what distinguishes a keeper from a soldier. What distinguishes a wise man from a fool.
He doesn't normally does this, does he?
Now, drink the potion I gave you. You first, Prodigy. Let's hope the Grand Master was right about you.
Oh, no choice. Strange potion removed. Ah, it tastes like piss. Face first into that stone pillar. A set bonus was removed from your spellbook.
Oh no. No, no, no. I knew I wouldn't be the last one. Did they also tell you the tales about the Keeper's spirit? They've lured you into a trap, you know. And you fell for it. Because you're arrogant. Just as I am. As I was.
You're not real, are you? A whining illusion. I expected a little more. You're just an illusion. Get out of my way.
You're right. I'm not real. At least not according to your definition of the word. But then again, what is reality anyway?
Oh, jeez, here we go.
If I told you that you and your friend Sirius actually lie dead at the bottom of the sea, and that everything that has happened so far, your journey to Ark, the search at the Sun Coast, was only a dream, would you be able to recognize the truth?
Yes.
The answer is no.
No, I said yes.
Because you don't want to be dead.
You don't know what I want. Don't put words in my mouth.
Anything to make you believe this entire dream you've had was and is reality.
How am I able to dream if I'm actually dead? This doesn't make any sense. Ooh, it's getting a little Cthulhu mythos-y, which leads back to aliens.
Doesn't it? Tell me, what is time to the dead and dreaming anyway? The last second before the water floods into your lungs. The very last instant before it tears them apart. In your mind, it could be an eternity. A self-created sanctuary built from nothing but your wishes. But what's the point in talking anyway? You don't want to believe me. And I'm tired of trying to make you. Now leave me alone, before we make the suppressor even angrier.
The suppressor?
He doesn't like words. He likes the silence.
Probably why you call him the suppressor. Who are you talking about? I refuse to believe that my brain would dream up watching a video game and ordering snacks online. So mundane. Well, this is the reality you live in. Or dream in. So, better get used to it.
And he does it because he wants us to lose hope. To stop believing.
It's gonna be even sadder if your snacks are disappointing.
You know, sometimes I wonder if that's exactly
at least there is snacks, you know, you got a point.
What I have to do to finally be free.
Speaking of, I'm getting hungry.
Give up. Detach myself from the dreams of the past. Who knows if there were anything else than phantasms to begin with.
Alright.
But no. No, not yet. It's too early to surrender. And isn't that what makes us human anyway? To hope?
Would you call me human?
Keep on waiting
pretty
for that
elf
one
looking.
miracle that will end the pain once and for all.
I have a thing for that.
Yeah, I'll wait. And you will wait with me forever.
No. Escape the strange place.
What the? How did you do that?
I looked at it. Did you try that?
You
simply opened it? But that's impossible. All these years it's kept me from escaping, and you just... Come on. We have to look. We have to look and see what's outside. We won't get far, but still we have to see. Come, lead the way.
Oh. Yes. Oh. Well. Okay. He's holding a bow, so prize key. Lucky horseshoe? Door was unlocked, yeah. So what's with the sparklies? Oh, hi!
Scourges of the suppressor. They want to punish us.
How do you know? They're just slowly floating towards us. So panicky. That seems normal. Health potion. Old butcher's knife. Is it? Is that an old butcher's knife? That looks, if anything, like a fillet knife, which I would not call a butcher's knife. Third corpse, human flesh. He's crazy and paranoid. Another point towards Lovecraftian. Yeah, and we're kind of stuck in a dream right now, so it's looking that way. And if I'm the dead but dreaming underneath the water, that means I'm Cthulhu. So I can do whatever I want. Those guys are pretty weak, so I'm going to switch to grounding. I'll keep Blazing Spark in my other hand. Lavender. I'm gonna make up for the smell of all the burnt human flesh. Ow. Okay, there he... Oh, Jesus. Get out of here. And I see you, Red Dot. I'll stop taking the human flesh now. I don't think we're gonna need it. Read written paper. Let us listen to the silence. What really drives you? Who are you? Who are you since you have set foot on Enderal? Now you are the opposite of what you really are. Instructive, strong, powerful, meaningful, in short, the prophet. You have constructed a narrative for yourself, a fairy tale about who you want to be, and you have found exactly those people who confirm it. That's the most important thing, isn't it? You found someone who believes in your fairy tale. Don't you see? You're simply wrong. All about you is wrong. You are pathetic, do you know that? What would Sirius say about this? He'd probably say, let's get off this ship. I'm sorry that I was a stowaway. Please don't kill me. Oh! Okay. Obviously that means go away. No, it's pronounced Cthulhica. Can I get a source on that, please? Ooh. Don't touch me in my no-no place. Seducer. Oh, they don't really hurt at all.
It's so cold.
Is it?
Maybe it wasn't such a good idea to go out. After all, I mean, yeah. Yes, the cell is small, but at least it's safe.
How do you know that? You have a lovely meat floor. Search despair. You find it empty. Appropriate. Yeah. All these seducers are empty. Probably symbolic. This is where I just came from. It's a big skull of a Myrat, I'm assuming. Oh no, okay, so I came down the stairs, so this is a path, isn't it?
Haven't we been here before?
I don't know.
Because everything here looks so similar. It's a damn maze.
And not really. There's one forward path.
Our doom. Oh no. No. Do you see it?
No.
All the cells. They're all empty.
Okay.
There's blood. Oh no.
Huh?
There were
Pennies.
people in there. It's like us. They didn't know their place either, and now
How do you know?
They've simply dissolved because they dared to disobey the suppressor.
Search Daddy. Uh-oh.
By the gods. This is what will happen to us too. I knew it was a mistake to leave in the first place.
Okay, so this dark god, or whatever it is, right? The dark god that prophesized the killing of the regular gods. Take remorse.
Oh no. No.
Amazing.
Do you see it?
No.
All the cells. They're all empty. And there's blood.
It's not empty. It's got a health potion in here.
There were people in there just like us. They didn't know their place either, and now they're dead. They've simply
Take your shoes.
dissolved because they dared disobey the suppressor. By the gods, this is what will happen to us too.
All right.
I knew it was a mistake.
I want remorse. Aha! Oh, that opened the gate, didn't it? I needed to do that. What? How did you get in there? Can you take that key there? Chain. There. Human heart. Oh, I like that the skeleton has like a deer skull. Cool. The key to freedom. Oh, and then I leave remorse, right? Okay, button depressed. Hmm. Oh, where'd it go?
This is so wrong. And right. At the same time. I know we can't escape, but to just have a glimpse outside. The suppressor will understand.
Sorry. Oh, we're back in the cell.
Oh no, no. Can't you see? We're back.
I'm so strong. Jeez. Just buff out of my mind. Uh-huh.
What? Leave me alone. The suppressor's punishment. It will be horrible.
Why are you so afraid of the suppressor? I haven't seen anything.
No, you haven't. Because you're blind. The suppressor is here, in every single stone, in every bone, in every drop of blood, and yet you are too blind to see it.
It dropped to a 2-star, though.
But I should have known. I mean, what can you expect from someone who has killed his entire family? I followed you because for a brief moment, you made me want to believe, and now you've dragged me into the abyss along with you.
I just don't understand. Who are you? A part of me? An illusion?
Of course I'm a part of you, and you are a part of me. Isn't that obvious?
No.
But I should have known you wouldn't understand. You're too weak. You always were.
But there must be a way out of here.
No, there isn't. Just look at us. Look at what we are. We are the damned because we are trapped too deeply in the past. And that's why we do not deserve freedom.
Okay. Yeah. There we go. Bucket. Huh?
Suppressor's punishment.
Okay.
It will be horrible.
He said all that he needs to say. Automatic saving. Huh. Didn't really expect that to work, but okay. Do I need to kill him?
Well, well. So you figured it out? Yes. I am what keeps you in this
You want to
place.
back up like a half step?
Was it blind rage that made you act, or have you truly understood who I am? Have you understood what drives you and determines your actions? The salt corrodes your skin, and the water filling your lungs is cold. But you still haven't found it, child, have you?
Uh-huh.
Oh, hey.
Nice and creepy.
Good to see you awake. How are you feeling?
You know. Tired. Fine, I guess.
In the temple. The curarium, to be precise.
Is he your Red Madness, your
You were
Arcane Fever,
brought
the
here when
Prophet?
you were traveling with that
Perhaps.
Oxen guy. I think the others are already awake, but I didn't want to leave you here, so I thought I'd just stay. I mean, hey, you are a keeper of the first sigil now, aren't you?
I don't know.
Congratulations are in order.
Cool. Rhetorics. How the heck do you know about Axion?
Everyone knows about Ixen, and the fact that you're asking this shows how little you actually understood. You're pathetic, you know that? Simply pathetic.
Excuse me, Dream Jespar.
I said you are pathetic.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear you the first time.
It would be more exciting this
or the second time.
But now that we've seen the new prophet, our hopes are gone. You're a joke.
Okay.
A nobody who let his only friend kick the bucket.
As if you'd ever accept that. You humans are always so damn persistent.
You humans.
Why? Why can't you just let go?
Because in the end, you are powerless, just as all those before you.
Well, you do have to die on the ship to become the prophet.
You are the biggest joke of all.
You are nothing but an urchin.
A weakling.
And a murderer.
Am I a murderer?
And that is why you will burn. All of you. The cleansing will happen, and there's nothing you can do to stop it.
That's why they call it the cleansing. It's because they call it the cleansing. So you're the ones that are behind it, aren't you? Why are you doing this? What have we done to you?
What have you done to us? You are so naive. The world is an interplay of cause and effect, and the only logical consequence of your existence is annihilation. That's the way it was, and that's the way it's going to be. But enough of the banter, urchin. We wanted to meet you, and so we did, even though the result is rather sobering. Now wake up. Keep on stumbling through the mist.
Done more. Bloody rags. Can't leave through the door. I can sleep in this bed.
Thank Malphus. I was starting to think I was the only one.
Hey.
How are you? You look exhausted.
Shock of shocks, I am. Had a bad dream, a nightmare. I'm alright as well, thanks for asking.
You have a remarkable constitution. Usually the after effects of the potion last for days.
Oh.
But it's good to see the Grandmaster was right after all. I woke up just a few hours earlier, and he was here in the meantime. He didn't doubt for a single second that you would make it.
That I would make
but
it?
I suppose mutual congratulations are in order. We made it. We passed the trial.
The trial of the grasses. Wait a minute. So let's make us keepers now, witchers.
Almost, yes. All that is left to do is to take the oath, and then Grandmaster Aranthiel will exalt us to the keepers of the first sigil.
I don't want to take an oath.
He also told me some things while you were asleep.
About
the Pyreans, about these dreams, and of course about this cycle.
Yep.
This is so bizarre, really.
I like her clothes too.
Told out of nowhere that the gods have died, and now humanity is on the brink of extinction. This is a lot to take in.
The death of the Lightborn is the best thing that could have happened to mankind. I figured, so what do you make of all this? The cleansing.
Hard to say. I never had those dreams the Grandmaster talked about, even though I'm magically gifted. But then again, I always had the feeling that the Red Madness was more than an ordinary disease.
Well, yeah.
Well, I suppose all of this explains a lot.
Uh-huh.
At least now I can understand why the Grandmaster was willing to break all the traditions of the Order just to get you exalted to be a keeper.
Right.
According to him, most of our battle against the cycle will stand or fall with you.
Well, of course, I'm the protagonist of this video game. I wish I could say that with the same conviction as him, to be honest. I don't really think I've understood all of what's happening yet.
Yes, I believe that. It's a great responsibility you've been given, and as impressive as your skills are, I would not want to change places with you.
So what's the next step?
Well, as I said, we both have to take the Holy Oath. You should talk to the Grandmaster as soon as you're ready. He's waiting for you.
Welcome to be the main character, lady. At least you don't get told they're actually dead at the bottom of the ocean. Maybe she does. We don't know what her dream sequence was. You died at the bottom of the ocean a long time ago. Like, I've never even been on a ship. No, you're dead. Trust me. We both. What about Dunwar?
Right. Dunwar. The apothecary examined him about an hour ago, and it doesn't look good. It's likely that he'll never wake up again.
Good. Fuck that guy. Maybe a little self-control would have done him some good. He was just a simple-minded fool. Will he die? He doesn't deserve that. No, he kind of deserves that. She's not gonna like when I say any of these things, though. She's probably gonna like if I say he doesn't deserve that. Let's just do that. Yeah, see?
You know, Dunwar was one of those people who tried to gild their insecurity with boastful behavior. The reality is that he was the last of his bloodline. And his faith in the path and his destiny as a keeper were all that he had left. And who knows? Maybe he would have been a great help to the Order with the right guidance.
Or maybe he wouldn't have.
Master Bartar's revelation was just too much for him. It's hard to be told that everything you've lived for was a lie.
Character. You don't seem to be too shaken up over all of this, the death of the Lightborn, I mean.
Well, maybe I just don't show it as much. But yes, in a way, you're probably right. I suppose that's mainly due to the fact that to me, as opposed to Dunwar, the Order always stood for an idea. And an idea doesn't die with the one who first thought of it. Funny that the Grandmaster said nearly the same thing during the Exaltation. Dunwar would have considered it blasphemy.
You talk about the Lightborn and their ideas as if they wouldn't have cost thousands of lives. They weren't as benevolent as you make them out to be. Let's just leave that. Interesting thought. Speaking of Dunwar, what was that thing at the ritual place all about? He called you a witch.
I knew the question would come eventually. I suppose the answer depends on whether you're in the mood for some gloomy talk. Sooner or later, you'll hear it from someone else anyway, so why not from me first?
I shouldn't have asked. I wouldn't have asked if I weren't interested. Shoot.
As you wish.
I wish.
Where should I start?
Beginning,
Maybe
probably.
With the fact that I don't remember anything that happened before my 6th winter. I don't know where I was born, and I never got to know my parents.
You don't remember? How come?
I wish I knew.
Because you were a tiny human child?
What I do know, though, is that the first memory I
Hold on, I need to go over here and lean on this dramatically.
In the middle of some village. It was dark, and I felt dizzy and, I don't know, empty? That's probably the best way to describe it. I eventually found the strength to get up and look around.
Okay.
And, well, that's when I realized what was actually going on around me.
Mm-hmm. What was that?
The entire village. It had been destroyed.
Who's playing that piano?
There were corpses everywhere. Men, women, children. And the houses had been crushed as if some mad god had rampaged through the streets there.
Dark god.
And it had all just happened hours before because the destruction was still fresh.
Maybe she is dead about emotion. That's what I'm saying.
I didn't have much time to think about it. As soon as I got up, I saw 3 riders coming through the smoke.
You mean 4
got off his horse,
horsemen?
Ran towards one of the corpses and started screaming something in my direction. Then I felt a blow on the back of my head and I lost consciousness.
That's too bad.
In the sun, it's strange to talk about it like this. It's been so long, but the memory feels as if it had happened yesterday.
This doesn't explain why you are a witch. Why did those men attack you? I figured. Thanks for trusting me with this. It must be hard to talk about.
It's okay. Anyway, it turned out that the riders were men from the village who had gone hunting. They must have observed the whatever it was from the distance and ridden back to the village. At least I think that's how it went. I guess I'll never find out. The reason they thought I was somehow involved is that the village priest found me a couple of days before it happened near a shrine in the wilderness. Apparently, I was wearing torn clothing, and no matter what the apothecary tried, he couldn't wake me up from my comatose sleep. And it seems that made the writers think I was some kind of witch child, or unholy beast, whichever you prefer.
Okay. They really thought a 6-year-old child destroyed the entire village. That's ridiculous.
For you, maybe. For them, as simple people, it was probably the best explanation they had. And think about it, it's not that far off. A motherless child who neither talks nor breathes steadily is found abandoned on the roadside and has a strange mark on her face.
Oh, it's like your magic
when
mark.
When they come back, they find their village in ruins, with that foundling child being the only survivor. You have to admit, it's not that much of a stretch, even if those men hadn't been superstitious farmers.
Oh, I see. And these men wanted to do what exactly? Take revenge?
Probably. Truth be told, I try not to think about it too much.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, it doesn't matter, because I somehow managed to get away before they could do anything.
I mean, maybe she
I
did
even made it
blow
to
up
Art
the village.
all by myself,
like when her
which
magic powers took
didn't turn out
over.
to be much of an improvement in the end, because I was pathless.
I don't know what that means. They brought you into the Undercity, right?
Yes.
Hmm.
Thinking about it now, I actually wonder how I made it through my time down there. But maybe that's one of the advantages of being a child. You don't think. You just act. Still, the winters down there were cruel, and if Master Tyrus hadn't found and taken care of me, I probably wouldn't have made it through my second year.
Master Tyrus. A keeper adopted you.
Yes, otherwise I would not be here.
Uh-huh.
He saw me, and he knew what he had to do, is how he put it. Of course, the Order wasn't too happy about a pathless
Now we have to
child
move
in
over here.
Scuola, just as some aren't happy about you being here. But Tyrus was a highly
To show
regarded
a
man, and that's why
change
they
in
let
the
it fly.
story. So he just saw you and decided to adopt you. That sounds too good to be true, to be honest. Why is the Order so preoccupied about Pathless trying to get into their ranks? It's not like we both don't have our reasons.
That's right, we do. But we are both still pathless, and that disqualifies us according to the Holy Verses.
Only it
I
doesn't.
guess now you understand why I was never as connected to Malthus's teaching as Dunwar was. To some of the Keepers, I am still an outcast. And no matter what I do, I always will be.
Alright. That's fine. So Master Tyrus granted you the novitiate.
Yes. And now I'm here. Well, here we've reached the end of my impressive tale. I hope you liked it.
Yeah, it was okay. You're definitely not a fisherman's daughter from the village, I gave you that. What happened to Tyrus? Where is he now?
No, I guess I'm not.
What happened to Master Tyrus?
Gone.
Oh.
He was very old.
I see.
There was nothing anyone could do about it. But I'd prefer not to talk about it, if you don't mind.
Just call me Dots. Hello. Hi, how's it going? So that means Dunwar believes that this story about you being responsible for the destruction of the village is actually true?
He does, yes, and he's not alone in his opinion. One of those hunters recognized me in the market my first year as a novice, and you can imagine that it was easy pickings for those who were already against my presence in the Order. From then on, they added names to the derogatory stares. Demon Child, Witch, whatever they could come up with.
Alright, I mean, you're talented, intelligent, and pretty many reasons for other novices to envy you. I saw your skills, and you're the only one who made it through the trial. The way they treat you probably has more to do with jealousy than anything else. Or sorry, it's a little unsettling to say at least. Yeah.
Maybe.
She likes that.
Everything I'm capable of is the fruit of hard work.
Yeah.
Though they will never acknowledge that.
Probably
You know
not.
what's funny?
No.
To some extent, I'm glad to be who I am.
Well, you have to be,
That way,
because
people
that's
just leave
the
me
only
alone,
person that you get to
and
be.
that gives me more time to focus on what's important. On my goal.
Unless you're the protagonist in a video game, that is. You set the rules to listen to the mods. Should have said to listen to chat mods and not installed mods for Skyrim. Set the rules to listen to the mods. Should have said to listen to chat mods and not installed mods for Skyrim. I don't really understand what you're trying to say. Which would be...
Several. But I'd say that's enough of the gloomy stories, don't you think? There will be plenty of time for chatter in the future. Maybe.
Probably. Dunwar's last is... I don't care about Dunwar. Let's talk later. I should go see the Grandmaster now.
It's already late, but if you want, I can show you the most important places in the temple before you go to the Emporium. What do you think?
We probably should. That would be nice. Good. Let's get along with these people who are important.
You should reclaim your gear before we leave.
Alright. My chest.
Well then, let's go.
Hold on. Alrighty. Go ahead. Don't look at me. Alright, whatever. Sun Temple Sanctum. It's a joke I try to say. Okay, sorry I didn't get your joke.
Let's hope he knows what he's doing.
Who? Oh, probably the...
Right. This is the Sanctum. It's a place of silence.
The Grandmaster he's talking about.
Also where we'll be
people aren't gonna like the both of us because we're like pathless outsiders. This is not Skyrim, right? This is kind of Skyrim. So it is a full conversion mod that was based in Skyrim. So it uses the Skyrim engine and things like that. And if you own Skyrim, you can download this on Steam and play it. It's a standalone thing, so they can't sell it.
Brother,
but it is cool.
Did you get my letter?
No.
Ah, yes, I did. Magistra Yela approved your request. We will take it as late as
see. Fucking sissy.
Oh, Jesus. I'm on Anniversary Edition. I believe that you can get it. You should search on Steam for it because it's free. I believe if you own Anniversary Edition, it's the same. I have a Special Edition.
Okay, I think you've seen this place before.
Probably.
We call this part of the temple the Chronicum.
Okay.
And in here is gathered the knowledge of the Order, written down in books and parchments. Plus, all of the experiments and research on artifacts and magic is done here. So it's a place you'll probably see often in the near future.
Probably. There's a lot of people here in here giving me quests.
Temple Smithy. You should go there if you need equipment.
Ooh.
Over there.
Nice.
That's the Skuola and the quarters, where both the keepers and the novices live. There's
Neato.
also a training room where everything from swordplay to marksmanship can be trained and taught.
Alright.
You will find some skilled teachers there. Well,
Training room.
I think that's about it. You've already been to the Emporium, and I assume to the Eye of the Gods as well. I suggest you speak to the Grandmaster as soon as you're ready to take the oath.
I don't want to take the oath. Fair enough, what will you do?
Probably. Now walk blessed. I will see you soon.
She is the tutorial lady. Well, we've already been through a couple of tutorials, so she's one of the tutorial ladies. But she's also going to be probably a companion later on in the game, because I was gaining, like, reputation with her. There was another guy, just Par, that we were also gaining reputation with, and those have been the only two so far, I think. Because the magic chick that we talked to, I don't remember if we gained any reputation with her or not. But she might be the third one. It's been really interesting, very complex story aside. And aside from the looks, it's a totally different game. Yeah, I agree. And even the looks, I mean, some of this stuff is definitely... I mean, you can kind of tell it's Skyrim, but different models and things. It looks really good. Like that doesn't look like anything in Skyrim. That looks more Greek, Roman to me, which makes sense because this armor is very Roman. If you install this mod, can you still play Skyrim? Yes, you can. So I actually have a heavily modded Skyrim that I'm playing a Skyrim Together playthrough with my friend Valak in our off time. So that video, the first video should come up on Saturday of that playthrough. It's going to be a little more edited. It's not going to be like a full VOD like the rest of my YouTube videos. But I can play that game and then jump back to this because it's treated as a separate game. It's just you can't own it, you can't add it to your library unless you own Skyrim as well. So that's a kind of cool thing. Like, it doesn't mess with any of your mod files or anything like that. It's its own game. They just can't sell it. That's all. Those VODs are on YouTube, or Twitch, or YouTube. YouTube. So if I go !YT in all caps, you can check out my YouTube video. I also have my other socials here if you want to see other things that I'm doing, like my game development or my website or anything like that. If you want to check that out, if you're interested. At any rate, I'm gonna be done for the day, as it is quitting time for me right now. I'll be on tomorrow. At least I should be. I was feeling kind of weird this morning, and I was feeling weird yesterday too, so I'm not sure if that was stress or what was going on. And I feel kind of weird today, like a scratchy throat sort of thing, so I'm not sure if I'm getting sick with something, or if I've just been talking a lot. But at any rate, I'll try to get on tomorrow. If not, I'll try to make it clear that I'm not going to, but I should be on tomorrow. It's fine. So thanks for coming around, hanging out. Hopefully I see you tomorrow, and have a good day. I'll see you later. Bye.